Before I get into this video, I did want to let y'all know about two things. One, I am doing a giveaway on Twitter for a free copy of Madden 21. So if you would like to enter, go to my Twitter. It is my pinned tweet on my page. Also, I do have channel memberships for my channel. So if you want to have logos next to your name or even early access to videos and member-only live streams, make sure to go look into that now. But let's get into this video. What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Christplayz. I'm back with another banger for you guys. Today I want to go over the best team captains for you guys to go ahead and get to start the year off, as well as why I put certain team captains over the others. You can choose any team captain right now and change it throughout the year, so don't worry about being stuck with one that you just get for the whole year. These cards are going to be very good at the beginning of the year compared to majority of the players because they are high overalls. As you can see, 87 overalls, that's what they all start at, I believe. But this list is kind of based off of how I see them being used from 93 to 99 because people don't really want to take every single captain token out of that path and put it into somebody else. So this is kind of based off of that. But if you're new to the content, don't forget to take a second, hit that like, subscribe button, as well as turn the notifications on so you can be notified when I upload a new video. This video is helpful. That's all I ask for you to do. Hit that like and subscribe button. It'll help me out a lot. But as you can see, first, I'm just gonna go ahead and list them in order. Number one, I have Enos Williams. He will be my team captain. Number two, Leroy Glover player. Ed McCaffrey is the third person I would choose, and Eddie George is my fourth. Let me go ahead and explain why for every single one of them. So we have Williams first because 85 speed, 87 acceleration, 87 agility, 86 jump, 86 play rec, 85 man, 81 zone, and 78 press. He will most likely be like one of the top corners throughout the year. That's why I'm gonna choose him, because he has decent stats. His stats aren't the best right now, obviously, because it's 87, but they look pretty balanced, just like a Jalen Ramsey type. Obviously, his zone is kind of low, but it looks like a Jalen Ramsey type of card, and you'll be able to use him throughout the year as he gets upgrades. So he will be that top corner that I will be using, either at the number 2 or the slot. He'll come in handy because he's not that slow either. Number 2, we have Leroy Glover right here. 75 speed, 85 acceleration, 84 strength, 86 tackle, 84 play rec, 83 block shit, 80 power move, and 85 finesse move. As y'all know, everybody that's played Madden, y'all know how clutch the finesse move and power move is. If you have both of them up, he just has dominant pass rush move in general, and he has a high block shit, and his strength is an 84. He's the highest D tackle in the game right now, so I would see why a bunch of y'all would go with the D tackle and maybe change him when he gets to like 92 overall when more D tackles start coming out. But we do have Mudhead pulled up after this so I can show y'all the comparisons to top overalls in their position right now. On to my third choice, we have Ed McCaffrey. 85 speed, 87 jumping, 85 catch, 86 catching traffic, 82 spec, 83 short route run, 86 medium, and an 80 deep route running. I don't really know how tall he is, but his card says physical, so he should be a pretty physical guy. He looks like a type, not a Julio Jones type, but probably like an Odell type, because he starts off with 85 speed. Route running is not the best, but his deep route running isn't the best, but his other route running, probably like a Michael Thomas. I compare him to a Michael Thomas. Probably gonna be a little bit more faster as the year goes on, because it basically looks like Michael Thomas's card, because Michael Thomas's deep route running is low, but his medium and short are pretty high, and his catching stats are well too. But as you can see, for the last and final, we have Eddie George, because honestly, I would read his stats, but I mean, they shouldn't really matter. Don't go with the running back. As y'all know, throughout the year, they spill running backs into the game. It's going to be a lot of running backs. Barry Sanders is already the highest one. I don't know why they don't have his thing on Mudhead, but he is a 93 overall. Barry Sanders, LaDainian Tomlinson, I want to see him in the game. Hopefully he is in the game. But y'all already know Saquon Barkley's going to have a high card depending on how he does throughout the season. It's going to be a lot of running backs. And to waste a captain token, well, a captain on your running back, that's just not the way to go if you ask me. So you see we have Mudhead pulled up here. I went ahead and compared them with the top corners. We have 2 corners that I wanted to compare him with. Right now, I'm gonna remove Jalen Ramsey for right now because I just wanna focus on 2 stats at a time. But as you can see, we have 85 speed, it's about the same. His strength is way higher than Gilmore's. Agility, a little bit better. Awareness is worse. But as you can see, as we go down, he's kind of like, he's really good. He is really good, and he looks better than Gilmore in every single stat. But you know, when we get to like the zone coverage and stuff, like the carrying right here +7, it doesn't really matter. Or it kind of blows him out the water. Gilmore comes in with 88 man, 85 zone, and 87 press. So that is huge. But as you can see, if we were just comparing them, Williams looks like a great card that you would need. He could be easily be a top zone corner and a man corner as the year goes on, especially with the zones being so terrible. He could easily be a man press corner if that's the way this game is going to go, and it looks like that may be the way this year is going to go with man press. All right, we have our next card is Leroy Glover. Compared him to Fletcher Cox because they are the same overall, and those are the best 2 D tackles in the game right now. Only gonna compare him to Fletcher Cox because this is a great comparison, honestly. As you can see, he's a little bit faster. The strength isn't up there, but Cox does have a +2 strength on him. Awareness is +4, but besides that, everything else he had better than Fletcher Cox. Let's go down to the defensive side. As you can see, 86 tackle, they are the same. Hit power is a little bit better, but I mean, D tackles rarely cause fumble anyway. Power move, Fletcher Cox has a 88 power move compared to Glover's 80 power move. Finesse move is a huge difference. That's what's key about this card, because even though his power move isn't the best, his finesse move and power move are both in 80s to start the year. That's usually a big thing. Unless this game changes stuff around, that'll be huge for this deep tackle card. That's why I put him as number 2. I would compare him to Chris Jones, but to be honest, y'all already seen him compared to Fletcher Cox, and if that doesn't make y'all want to pick him or sway y'all decision to get him as the best D tackle right now, I don't know what will. On to the next card. All right, we have Ed McCaffrey compared to Julio Jones. I want to compare him to Tyreek Hill as well, even though Tyreek Hill is not like the route running type of receiver, but he is the speed receiver that everybody wants on their team. But compared to Julio Jones, 85 speed, about the same. Okay, so we can kind of see how his stats are gonna go. His stats are gonna be kind of equivalent to Julio Jones throughout the year. As you can see, it isn't a much difference between their actual stats. Julio is -1, -2, and +1 in agility. Let's go down to the offense a little bit. Julio does have an advantage on break tackle, but I mean, if there's enforcers running around, you want to get down anyways. You don't want to take those hit sticks all the time. Ball carrier vision, he does have +4 on him. -2 stiff arm. Spin move is way better than Ed McCaffrey, and his short route running is better. But McCaffrey does have an advantage on medium route run and deep route run. And Julio, obviously, he can catch a little bit better in the spec catch range, but his catch in traffic is a -2 on it. That's about it for this card. Let me pull up Tyreek Hill. So we have Tyreek Hill pulled up right here. As you can see, the stats, the speed is the only thing I can see. Speed and agility is the only thing I can see him being better than Ed McCaffrey at. Obviously, probably deep route running. Let's go down to that right now. Trucking, obviously -40. I mean, you can imagine Tyreek Hill can't truck anybody. But break tackle, I don't see how, but never mind. Tyreek Hill is pretty fast, so I can see why he has that 76 break tackle over McCaffrey's 75. But ball carrier vision, he has an 86 just like Julio Jones. Juke and spin is obviously better. Deep route running is an 87. I mean, Tyreek Hill is a good card. That is a great card because he is a great vertical threat on the field. Obviously, he's not going to be able to catch as well, but those are the 2 cards that I wanted to compare to Ed McCaffrey. Pretty solid card to start the year, I'm not going to lie. I would compare Michael Thomas, but I'm not having Michael Thomas on my team. Let's get to the next card. For the final card, we have Eddie George here versus Christian McCaffrey. Obviously, McCaffrey is the best running back in the game. And matter of fact, after this, I want to compare George to Adrian Peterson because Adrian Peterson is free and everybody will have him. So we're going to see how he stands against a free card versus a team captain that is very, very valuable to the team. But as you can see, McCaffrey has a 85 speed, the same as George's, and every single other stat is just amazing. Compared to George's, every single stat besides speed, it's just way better, honestly. Acceleration is +2. I mean, that comes in clutch. That's not a big factor, but it is a big factor. Awareness, catching, jumping, stamina, all of those matter. BCV, spin move, juke move, carrying, short route running, medium route running, deep route running, catching traffic. And look, everything is better than Eddie George's. This is exactly why I say don't waste your team captain on a running back. Let me pull up Adrian Peterson's 85 free card real quick and I'll be back with y'all. So we have Adrian Peterson pulled up here. He has one better speed than Eddie George. Strength is a little bit low. Agility is a little bit high. As you can see, they're pretty, you can match these cards up, but the difference is one is an 85 and one is an 87. So their general stats are about the same. Wouldn't really say anything is really a huge difference. Obviously the strength is 10, but besides that, I don't see a huge difference on a free card and a team captain that's very, very valuable to your team. But as you can see, -2 trucking, break tackle is kind of low, BCV is lower, juke move, spin move are higher, and those come in clutch because nobody wants to just run straight. But carrying is a -6. He has an 80 carrying versus an 86 carrying. That's huge. That is huge, especially at the beginning of the year, because y'all know if somebody has a Jamal Adams card and he has Enforcer or a Bobby Wagner, you need as much carrying as you possibly can, and an 80 carrying at the beginning of the year is kind of low, especially not for a speed back. I understand if he was a speed back, a 90 speed and he had a 78 carrying, but an 80 carrying and he's not a speed back, that's pretty low, I ain't even gonna lie. But rest of the stats don't really matter for the running backs, and that was all my cards. Those were all the team captains. I hope this video helped y'all because honestly, I gave y'all, it's a little bit of insight on which cards compares to which at the beginning of the year and which cards are better. Because I could have just showed y'all the Eddie George and all the team captains and been gave my opinion, but I actually showed some stats and actually compared the cards to see maybe if they stack up and how they'll progress throughout the year with the other cards. But thank you guys for watching the video. It's your boy ChristPlayz. I'll catch y'all in the next video.